This is something that you should only consider if you are truly committed to moving to a new level, because it isn't going to be like a completely easy weekend, but it is going to be a tremendous amount of fun. And we're graduating it so that you have one little thing that's like a little bit tough, it's like you're passing a stone out through your intestines or something, and then the next minute there'll be something that's really good, glorious fun. So it's graduated so that anybody can get through it if they just make the commitment. What's the word, please? Commitment. Absolutely. It is called the Big Weekend. Pretty good, huh? It's called the Big Weekend because this is going to be the big weekend of your life. And the other reason is, it's a marketing reason, which is, it kind of sounds, I hope you agree, it sounds pretty good, right? Just the name, yeah? But what happens when you go home after this? What are you going to say to your friends? Well, what are they going to say? They're going to say, Susie, where were you this year? Oh, I was at the Big Weekend. What are they going to say? Thank you. All right. So, this weekend is not for losers. If you like to blame and justify and complain your way through life, you will have a very tough time this weekend, although we do invite you to come because maybe it'll give you the kick in the butt that you need. The weekend is how many? Three very, very, very intensive days. 3 very intensive days. They will go longer into the evening on 2 of the 3 days than we're doing here. And here's what's going to happen. It'll be 10 o'clock in the evening, and you won't even realize what time it is. You are going to design the ultimate you. You're going to decide who you want to be, and you're going to install the ultimate you into your future, so that being that person becomes automatic. What's the word, please? Becomes automatic. Many parts of the program will challenge you, right? As I just said, we have special processes to release anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt. Who likes to do guilt? I know I do. All right? And any other negative emotions from your past. All right? And you'll get to stride boldly into the future with all of the lessons from the past, but with none of the regrets. All right, now within the individual sections, I mentioned money and business. There'll be a special section on marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, marketing is the only thing that brings money in. This is kind of important. It's the only way a dollar comes in is when you market something or you sell something, yes? All right, so as business owners, I believe we should be spending at least 70% of our time on marketing, because that's the only thing that brings money in, and a business without money is not a business, yes? We're going to do an amazing process called the 1 hour MBA. Raise your hand if you have an MBA here. Very good. I honor your commitment. We're going to see if we can get some of the key learnings that you got. How many years did it take? 5? 5 years. So we're going to see if in an hour, all right, we can just install like the top 20 of the most important things that you learn in an MBA. Fun. Of course you're going to learn more in a 5-year college, but we're going to have 1 hour where it's like, bam! The 1 hour MBA. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay, excellent. Good for those of us who didn't get an MBA. Section on negotiation. You should be negotiating all day, every day. When? All day, every day. All day, every day. Everything is a negotiation. Right? Everything's a negotiation. We're going to also have you design the perfect renegade business person for you and install it into your own future. Okay? How are you going to, when you're out there in the world in business, how are you going to breathe? How are you going to look? How are you going to stand? How are you going to be? How are you going to be in the world of business? You're going to get to design that person and install those behaviors so that they become automatic for you in the future. Right, love and relationships, personality 101. We're going to have a special section on hot buttons, how to find them, how to push them, and because they're buttons, how to undo them. Oh yes, masculine and feminine energy. We all have both within us, yes? You understand this principle? Most men are predominantly masculine, and most women are predominantly feminine, but not in all cases. And we need to know how to shift through those different energies, right? Because they serve us better in different places. If you're both being in the masculine energy, it's not going to work because it's the polarity between the two that creates the passion and creates the feelings, yes? Right? Singles, the single most important thing to do to attract the person that you want in your life? Not that bothered? Okay, fair enough. Couples, how to instantly get back to the feeling you had when you first met. All right, and for both couples and singles, you'll be pleased to hear that we do this section on Saturday night, so you can go home and do your homework. All right, health and vitality. 7 secrets of optimal health. One of them is absolutely not what you think. Mental exercise. What is it? How do you do it? Should you do it? We're going to talk about power foods. We're going to have you come out with a specific doable action plan. Everyone's going to come out with a plan that they can actually commit to and do. It's not brain surgery, this stuff, right? But it's pretty good. All right, there will be no snake oil in this. It's all going to be stuff that you need to know that you can put into action. And in power and purpose, you will learn to be unbreakable. What is the word? Unbreakable. To develop an unbreakable spirit, an unbreakable soul. Your word will be unbreakable. Thank you. You're going to learn to live so that nothing can stand in your way. You will learn to laugh. Ha, 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 in the face of fear. Obstacles will shrink before your eyes, and in one point, in a very, very unusual exercise, you will experience your own inner power in a way that you could only dream of today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make some big changes, and this program is going to be seriously, what is the word, please? Seriously hot. Now, of course, it's a new program, so I can't read you testimonials from it, but will you forgive me if I just read you a couple of testimonials from the last program put on by the same team? Okay, because we're kind of, it was in the Blues Brothers, we're getting the band back together again. Yeah? So here's just a couple of comments. I went home, every day my mouth would open with amazement. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. The weekend was phenomenal. The way in which you had us in the moment and had us recall, deal, and let go of things holding us back was brilliantly effective. Your skill, humor, and energy was amazing. Thank you so much. This was unlike any seminar or training I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. I have to admit it, I fell asleep in almost all of them, but not this one. As I say, it's a little cheeky to read those out, but that's the kind of energy that we put together when we do these weekends, yes? I mean, you can see you see where we're heading towards here? Yeah, you get a feeling the way we like to do stuff? Excellent. We are going to be giving 10% of the revenues from this company to stamp out illiteracy around the world. And by the way, this isn't like, oh, 10% of profits, but we fiddle the books. This is 10% of revenues, right? So you spend $1, it's 10, yes? Anyone who has a business knows that 10% is a very big commitment, yes? All right. So the intention is that within a few years, this will be in every major city around the world. But we had to choose somewhere to start. We wanted to choose a place that was an amazing city, somewhere where it had a lot of intelligent people. And so we decided to start in a little place. I don't know if you've heard of it. It was founded in 1781 by Spanish Governor Felipe de Neve. Anyone know this place? He decided to call it El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora La Reina de Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting right here in the Los Angeles Basin in the spring of 2009. Good or good? All right, so it's going to be easy, easy, easy for you guys. So tuition, the truth is that provided we do 1/10 of what I've just described to you, you can't put a price on this kind of thing, right? So I was trying to find some kind of comparison, and I found the closest program that I could that I know of in the industry. It's nothing like this, but in terms of like the intensity of the experience, you should always go with 2 people to something like this. 2 tickets for that is $19.80. Okay, sorry, I'm so sorry. It's $16.80, and they never do any discounts. Now, that's not the business that we're in at all, because this is about being accessible to as many people as possible. So we've actually, part of this, I told you we're reinventing the industry. So we've actually created a completely different business model that I don't have time to go into right now, but it's not going to be $16.80. It's going to be for the big weekend. Okay, you ready? $198 for 2. $198 for 2. Okay, you know what? It'll be possible to pick up some other stuff while you're there, but we're going to be very discreet about it. Okay? Right? Is that fair enough? I mean, yes? Right?